Hey, what's going on? It's your boy BT, and I came here to talk some NBA with the thousands of True School Sports subscribers. What's going on, guys? Now, a tweet came out by Mark Stein. I found it interesting, so I wanted to talk about it. He reported that after doing some research that the latest, at the time of making this video, the latest estimate for Steph Curry next summer as far as the max contract he could be possibly getting would be upwards of 5 years, $165 million. Now, do the math, 5 years, $165 million, that's $33 million a year. Now, NBA is ridiculous right now with the money, so honestly, it's like crazy to say things like this, but for a player of Steph Curry's talent, magnitude, what he's done for the Golden State Warriors franchise, $33 million a year, I cannot believe I'm saying this, but $33 million a year is like it's pretty big underpay. I think there was a player in the NBA who deserved somewhere upwards, I don't even know, it's somewhere close to $40 million a year. It'd be Steph Curry. Now I know you don't want to pay guys based on like what they did for their franchise, but at the time of making this video, I know he's like 29, somewhere along those lines. He's approaching 30, so I guess you don't want to pay him because he's hit 30, and that's when players generally decline. But even somewhere, he's 28, so even somewhere upwards of like 35, 37, that would even be better, because when you look at his contract and you compare it to the other point guards in the league, like for example, look at Mike Conley. Mike Conley got a 5-year deal worth $153 million in the Memphis Grizzlies, and that's $30.6 million. That's right in the same ballpark as Steph Curry. Now, is Mike Conley in the same ballpark as Steph Curry as far as like talent-wise? No, absolutely not. He's not accomplished anywhere near what Steph Curry has accomplished, because Mike Conley's not been to an All-Star game. The Grizzlies have gone to the conference finals, but Mike Conley was a piece of that. He wasn't the franchise player. He wasn't the focal point of the Memphis Grizzlies. There was Marc Gasol and Zach Randolph. Those are the guys that made that Grizzlies team go. Mike Conley's a huge piece, but not the piece. Steph Curry is the piece. He's the best, arguably the best player in basketball in the eyes of some, even though people's opinions on him have dwindled a lot since the NBA Finals. But still, top 2 player in the league, whether you hate him or not. And honestly, even more so than LeBron James. Honestly, even more so than LeBron James. I believe Steph Curry is more of a true superstar than LeBron James. And here's what I mean when I say that. I mean, like, LeBron obviously, and actually it wasn't even LeBron, it was Dwayne Wade, because keep in mind, when LeBron went to Miami, Dwayne Wade and Chris Bosh didn't go to Cleveland. So Dwayne Wade drew LeBron and Bosh to play with him. It wasn't LeBron and Bosh that went to Cleveland. It was LeBron and Bosh that went to Miami. So in that regard, Steph Curry and the team that was put around him, because keep in mind, he was the first, like the guy they drafted, that they started to build their franchise around back in 2009, and they got Klay Thompson. They made sure they didn't trade Klay Thompson for Kevin Love when the Kevin Love hype train was at its all-time high. They stayed true to developing Klay Thompson. They eventually gave Draymond Green minutes, and look what's happened to him over the last 2 seasons. So, they've done a great job surrounding him with pieces they drafted, but to attract guys like Andre Iguodala, and now like a guy like Kevin Durant, MVP, the guy that was once your rival, one of the best scorers to ever play the game of basketball. Some might even argue, because I've heard many say this, I honestly wouldn't disagree with you or call you crazy if you said this, but some believe the best pure scorer of all time, being 7 feet tall, being able to handle the basketball like a point guard. Skill set was crazy. Obviously, he's not the best pure scorer of all time, in my opinion. I think that would have to go to the man who proved it year after year after year, and won a whole bunch of scoring titles and broke all kinds of usage percentage records, and Michael Jordan. But Kevin Durant, right there as one of the best pure scorers of all time. And something we've never seen before. 7 feet tall, point guard, handles, 3-point jumper, freakish athleticism. Kind of like somebody you create in 2K, honestly. And Steph Curry was able to attract that guy to come play for the Warriors. He got that guy to leave a franchise that he had started with from the ground up. that I went to the finals with, I went to the conference finals with, and the way I guess he beat them, him and the Warriors beat the Thunder, he was able to bring that guy to the Golden State Warriors. What does that say about the kind of culture that Steph Curry, and I say Steph Curry because he was the first guy drafted out of everybody from that nucleus. So what does it say about Steph Curry and the kind of culture he set in Golden State, and the kind of things he's been able to accomplish the last 2 years? You know, winning their first championship in like 30 years, 35 years, then coming back the next season, breaking the Bulls' single season record. Obviously, they lost in the finals, but still, the dude's a true superstar. And I feel like even $33 million a year is he's slightly underpaid. Honestly, slightly underpaid, based on the market and what other guys have been paid. That's just my personal opinion, but wanted to get this out there. Mark Stein saying that the latest estimate on Steph Curry's 5-year max deal for next summer will be 5 years and $165 million. And if you go on Twitter and you look at some of the comments, there's people saying that Steph Curry should be getting paid $200 million. He should be the first $200 million player and things of that nature. Everybody's seeing that right now with the salary cap and the way it's going up and the way it's going to continue to go up. So, can't say I disagree, honestly. I think Steph Curry's earned that, honestly. But still, slight underpay. Let me know what you guys think. 5 years, $165 million. That's the latest estimate according to Mark Stein of ESPN. So leave your comments down below. Take the time to subscribe, and you can love me or you can hate me, but I'm just a kid from Daniel. So until next time, take care, guys.